So this team's coming off a fantastic year in the SVC. You guys leapfrogged Paint Valley last year. What are some of the things you guys are doing to kind of preserve that top position in the SVC? Some of the things you're working on in off season and stuff.
Take it out, Luke.
We're just trying to do the little things right every day, like the little details, just like taking care of the ball, like carrying it high and tight. We got to limit turnovers, We got to be more consistent in the red zone, too. We get all the way down there. You got to be able to punch it in. So.
Yeah, so last year, something I found really impressive about this team is no matter, the level of competition, you guys are always going to give a team a really tough game. Is there something about this culture, about what you guys do as a football team that makes Piketon incredibly tough to play week in and week out?
Go ahead, Wyatt.
We're not just a football team, we're a family. I feel like that builds a chemistry within the team that you can't really beat. So anytime we really play anybody, it's not just a football team versus a football team, it's a family versus a football team. And it's harder to beat a family. So we just try and build a chemistry within, adds toughness.
Carl Blaylock Media. Last year, you guys had a lot of tackles on defense, especially Trevon. How do you use your leadership on defense to be able to elevate some of the younger guys that might be coming in that haven't started varsity defense before?
Wyatt, you're more our defensive guy. Take that one.
Defensively, for the younger guys, we got to show them how it works and everything. So we're always really vocal. Tackle, tackle, tackle. It's one of our sayings. Run to the ball, everyone's running. We're always really vocal, no matter if you're starter, second string, third string. It's our main point is just we got to talk. Everyone's talking. D-line, linebackers, doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're the defensive team captain or second string D-line. You got to know. You got to know the plays. You got to talk.
They do a good job. Older guys do a good job, like he said, communicating with our younger guys what's expected. Get a lot of guys to the ball. It's a good culture Coach Rockwell and the guys have created, but communication is a big part of that. So I feel that defensively we've definitely taken some strides the last few years.
All right, Mr. Dodd. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier, one of the things that helped you guys get going last year was that great game against Paint Valley where you guys came out on top. I went to one of their practices earlier this season, and they are fired up, ready for that rematch. What's your guys' approach for that game?
Bo, take that one. Bo had the big fumble recovery at the end of the game to seal it, so he gets to answer that one.
Just do the same things. Like Luke said, do the little things right first, and then get that line surge on offense. Just keep punching them in, and then come out with another W.
Now, we try to take just one game. I don't know. Paint Valley's always – I think we're like the oldest rivalry in the SVC, if I remember right. A few years back, we had like the 50th anniversary, and if you look at the breakdown, it's pretty close to 500 each way. So it's a big rival, but we try to take one game at a time. Whoever's on our schedule is the best team we play that week.
Yeah, my question is for Luke. Throughout last year, you guys played 11 games. You only have 4 interceptions. You're, great at taking care of the ball. Is there something that you bring to your game in particular that, you think makes you good at taking care of the ball? Why you're so able to keep the ball in the other team's hands?
Well, I just try to just make the best decisions possible. If I think, this, I don't like something, I just, why risk it? Just take care of the ball. I feel like I just got to be more accurate this year. Get my completion percentage up. I really worked hard in the off season on that. Just working on my release and just be more accurate. It definitely helps.
Yeah, you guys lose a big contributor with Buddy Wilson in the running game this year. I think he finished with over 8 yards a carry, more than 1,000 yards last year. How's that going to change your approach on offense? Are you still, schematically going to be the same? It's just going to be different faces, or are you going to look to air the ball out a little bit more this year?
It's basically the same offense. Savage will step in at the running back. Yeah, you miss a lot with Buddy. He did a lot. We just discussed that yesterday. You miss a lot with Buddy. But I think you don't replace Buddy with one person. It's going to be a little more committee. But we got all the faith in Wyatt and Jared Kopus and the other running backs. We did talk about with our O-line, we're going to have to sustain our blocks a little bit longer. Sometimes we wouldn't even block last year, and Buddy would make a big play, So this year, you're going to have to sustain those blocks a little bit longer. The receivers are going to have to do a little bit better job. And of course, I always like to throw it. We always like to throw it. We're going to be high-paced as fast as we can go at times. So we're definitely going to have to mix it up. Of course, Luke will run the ball probably a little more maybe. Just whatever it dictates for that week.
For you seniors, you've been to the playoffs 2 times and not come away with a win yet. What are you guys doing to ensure that changes this year?
Just working together as a team, we've all been through, like you said, 2 playoff games. It's just like we really want to get that playoff win, it's our last time at it. We just all been working really hard.
We're going to bring the confidence we get in the SEC. We're going to bring that into playoff week and hopefully come out with a W.
We have to work for a better seed, too. It'd be nice to have a home playoff game. These guys have had to go on the road. Their freshman year went over to Barnesville, and that was a great game, close game. Last year had to go up to Columbus Academy. Not 2 great places to play, so hey, win a few more regular season games and hopefully get a home playoff game would help with that as well.
Mr. Jacob?
In football, you talk about identity a lot. What are some key things that really summarize this team?
What do you think, Bo?
I don't know. You've always talked about, coaching us to be men rather than football players, and like Wyatt said, family. So I feel like if we play like men and family, I think we'll do great this year.
Identity is you have your schemes on offense and defense. We are no huddle, high pace. Defense, we're going to blitz a lot and get after you. But I'm glad he brought up that stuff. It's the culture of what we're trying to build, doing the things the right way, just not on the field but off the field. So that's what we try to do, what we try to instill. And if you do things right in July and August, you should do things right in September and October. So those are, I guess I would say, our identities.
That's going to be all of